Hi there, Leo. Welcome back to my channel. I'm very happy that you could join me today. I hope you are all enjoying your quiet time. So if you hear voices in the background, I have people in my house working, probably just like you do. And so during the last round of readings, I was unable to do 4 of the zodiac signs, and in order to make it up to them, I had decided to pull a card from my White Light Oracle deck. This is one of my favorite decks. It speaks to me on so many levels, and anyway, it went so well with those 4 readings. I've decided to carry them on into all of the readings. So I hope everyone is doing well. I'm gonna pull one of these cards. The messages are kind of long, so if you just want to get into the tarot reading, just fast forward to it. So what is the message from the light to my amazing Leo brothers and sisters? What is the message from the light? You got number 36, Telepathy of Terra Matar. Terra Matar. I feel like I'm always saying these incorrectly. I'm going to turn it that way. Like I said, these are long messages, so do what you gotta do. Telepathy of Terra Matar. The pathway for your spiritual fulfillment and the sacred manifestation of your purpose is not necessarily logical and will evolve organically. The skillful and unpredictable workings of the Earth Mother are supporting your soul journey unconditionally. Following up on inspired ideas and allowing for unexpected shifts in direction are integral to the manifestation of your soul purpose. Commit to an idea that feels good to your heart, even if it seems improbable or unattainable. It will manifest successfully. Earth Mother, or Terra Mater in Latin, is so much more than a physical being. She is also a goddess of great spiritual development, not to mention creative pizzazz. As a masterful practitioner of artful evolution, she creates butterflies from caterpillars, massive oak trees from marvelously odd little acorns, and a radiant soul from the flesh of a human infused with the eternal spirit. Her mind-bending skill in the miraculous magic of evolutionary manifestation can be relied upon to evoke far greater sublime beauty and rapturous delight than even the most inspired human can conjure. As a sacred feminine being, she knows how to nurture the essence of all beings into fulfillment. She knows what your soul is divinely intended to become and what you need to meet your destiny. She has the resources and wisdom to support each soul in such a way that there is benefit for all beings. This is the applied genius of the ecosystem intelligence. It is the antithesis of the lone wolf mentality of the ego and the heartwarming, spiritually empowering reality that none of us is in this alone. We can learn to feel held in this unity consciousness, understanding that we have our own special role in the greater scheme of things. This will likely involve a process of healing past wounds of abandonment, neglect, and betrayal. Such healing allows us to gently cleanse the heart and settle into life with more trust and peace. We will understand that as we fulfill our own heart, we are contributing toward the fulfillment of all hearts. We will recognize at a deep intuitive cellular level that our soul fulfillment is never just about us as individuals. Whenever there is a genuine spiritual win, every being benefits. Egos may not like it. They may feel jealous or denied, and will likely whinge and whine, and perhaps try to undermine your spiritual progress by labeling your work as selfish or deluded or even irrelevant. That is what egos do. Best to note it, have compassion for it, then ignore it and get on with your sacred task. The oracle of the telepathy of Terra Mater comes to you with the guidance that Earth Mother knows your spiritual destiny and how to help you fulfill your life purpose. Because, of course, that is why you are here in a body. She is on the side of your soul, of all souls actually, because whilst egos may be at war, the soul is always on the same side, that of love, evolution, and enlightenment. The ways of Terra Mater are the ways of the divine feminine creatrix. She knows how to shape your life path to avoid pitfalls and provide you with all you need to know and experience, so you are prepared for your next steps. She consistently nurtures the soul through the most improbable evolutionary leaps. One only has to contemplate the existence of a butterfly and how it becomes as such to know the logic and the predictable. I need to start that again. I'm sorry. One only has to contemplate the existence of a butterfly and how it becomes as such to know that logic and the predictable are not often her creative markers. She prefers the astonishing over the rational. What does this mean? Don't let your intellect stifle your imagination. Trust in the inspired idea, unconventional guidance, and heart-honoring intuitions that occur to you. Earth Mother will heal your soul and speak to your heart through the telepathic transmitter of your body. Take time to tune into your body and to her guiding genius. Very nice. And for those of you that really resonates with, look up the philosophy of Ubuntu. Something that I have been learning about lately as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into your reading, Leo. What is the recent past for Leo? We have the Knight of Swords. Trying to slay the dragon with thoughts, but I want to point something out to you. There's that little butterfly down in the corner. Can you see it? My finger on it? What is the present situation for Leo? What is the present for my amazing Leos? The 8 of Coins. Work. What is the blockage? What is the High Priestess? Following your intuition. What is the message from Spirit? The Page of Cups. I just heard listen to the small voice. What is the potential outcome? Thank you. We have the 3 of Cups. A reason to celebrate. Bottom of the deck, we have the 2 of Wands. So some of you are standing at a crossroads. Right? Which path am I going to take? And this isn't unusual for these days and times, right? So let's go ahead and get into this. It looks like in your recent past you were trying to slay the dragon with your thoughts. Verbal tit for tat. In your present situation, we're working very hard on something, but it's repetitious. It's There's some attention to detail here that might be frustrating some of you. And you may have your back turned toward the kingdom that you want to build. Okay. So what's blocking you is hearing your intuition. With your recent past being the Knight of Swords, our intuition isn't the loud voice, right? Our intuition isn't in the frontal lobe, so to speak. It's that quiet nudge from your stomach. And it's quiet. I also feel like for a lot of you, this time to go within and be quiet is very hard. You may need to create a sacred space so that you can do that. Your message from Spirit is the Page of Cups. And for me, the Page of Cups talks about all kinds of things. But this is, I heard the song, Put a Little Love in Your Heart, right? So this is starting small and not being overwhelmed by the big, you know. In the end of that, you have community, the Three of Cups, a reason to celebrate. Loyal friends is what I saw. All right, the Four of Cups. Let's clarify that. Thank you. The Eight of Cups in reverse. And the Ace of Pentacles. So, slaying that dragon, right? It brought about a transformation. And there's still an offer here trying to come in. It's trying to come back. But you are holding your solid foundation, right? Your solid foundation. The other two cards here are cups. Look at this Eight of Coins. Thank you. Oh, now we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So some of you may not be working, and you might be wondering what to do about that. Or there may be a detail that you're missing here. The Fool. This is an opportunity. Yeah. We have one more. And Temperance. Okay, so the Fool's energy is here. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Empress in reverse. So some of you may have stopped nurturing something, and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse can completely talk about that. Like, you're just not working on it, and you're trying to come into this fresh, easy, breezy new start, right? But it does take time. It's not going to happen overnight. And you have to think about, I actually think this number 3 is very important. For some of you, it may take 3 months to move from the situation that you're in into the new situation that you want to be in. And under that is the Strength card in the upright. So you have the ability to do it. You just need the perseverance to do it, and not to overlook some details that's going to make you look foolish. So let's look at this High Priestess. Thank you. The Four of Wands. Another reason to celebrate, more community. The Nine of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands. So some of you know that you need to maintain a sense of independence here. You have the knowledge, you have the know-how, but there's something that you're having a hard time really seeing the total outcome of. And it might be because of this Four of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles, right? You're trying to understand how you can be in a commitment and still be independent, but it is possible, and those are the best types of relationships, right? And your intuition knows this. Your intuition knows what is coming next. Please clarify the Page of Cups. We have the Two of Cups in reverse, the Star in reverse. One more. And the Knight of Swords in reverse. Bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. So again, this wish fulfillment is coming. You need to be childlike with it. You need to be innocent with it. You need to be able to put a little love in your heart. Sorry, that you need to understand that the wheel is turning in your favor. There is a sorry, it can be a little warm here sometimes. There is a need to know that divine timing is at play here, right? There's a need to trust it and have faith in it. And, you know, children do that absolutely without question, right? Please clarify the Three of Cups. Please clarify the Three of Cups. We have the Five of Cups. Please clarify. Oops. The Two of Wands. The King of Cups in reverse and the High Priestess in the upright. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. I feel like this may not be you, Leo. I feel like there's someone on the outside here looking in that is emotionally unstable about it, and you know it, and that they're trying to return to the scene of the crime. And this person is yeah, there's an emotional instability here. And what they're really doing is trying to release themselves from something I also feel like you know this, and you almost expected. Sorry, that was just a really strange feeling I got there. You know this, and you expect it. This is not, this energy is different from the other energy in this reading. No matter who it is or what happens or comes from it, you need to be thankful and joyful for what it is that you have now. Your message from Spirit, I feel like, could be kind of be aware that this is coming, or that the potential for this is there. Okay. I'm going to pull a couple of oracle cards. Sorry about that end message there. I think that if you go with what brings your heart joy and what you're intuitively guided to do, you will be very successful at it. And if nothing else, you know, you can say that you tried. All experiences are worth having. So this is the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. What is the final message for my Leos? Can I have one card, please? What is the final message? What is the final message for my Leos? The Smoky Mirror, number 47. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Tree of Life. .47 breaks down to an 11, which is the Manifestation Awakening number. This is the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. You got number 11, Butterfly Spirit. Transformation is beautiful. Another butterfly. Okay, we'll start with the Spirit Animal. Joy and the beautiful lightness of being alive and creative in the world is the focus when Butterfly Spirit flutters before you. Transformation is inevitable as you grow into your most powerful, empowered self. Indeed, you will go through some uncomfortable stages as you let go of the forms of your life that no longer fit the new you. Even relationships must go through shifts to match your new emerging self. If you focus on the beauty and not the challenges, stop taking yourself too seriously, and choose to be playful, loving, and joyous, you will soon know the miracle your soul wants to experience through you. Today is the day for joy. So alight. Look around and see the beauty that is everywhere and in everyone, including you. The protection message. Transformation does not have to be as traumatic or dramatic as things may seem to be right now. Remember, change is the only true constant. When you resist it, you create a tension within you as you refuse to accept the inevitable. In this moment, you might have forgotten the beauty and joy of life as it moves through its seasons as nature dictates. You are being faced with a choice now. You can struggle with the current conditions, refusing to surrender, and see through the lens of lack and loss. Or you can surrender to the grace that is calling you to allow life to take its course, moving through the sadness and disappointment. Surrender will soften you, inviting you to bask in gratitude and see through the lens of curiosity. These are the keys to tuning in to the infinite potential available to you now. Butterfly spirit knows the beauty and delight you are on the brink of discovering. Let go and trust that it is there for you. So the universe, nothing happens to you, right? Everything happens for you. And when you change the way you look at things, this Seven of Swords in reverse could very well be talking about self-deception. And the idea of lack mentality, all of this is coming in, and if you're grateful, you actually have a reason to celebrate, right? So let's look at the mystical shaman oracle guide, the smoky mirror. Sorry, I am very thirsty. It's normal to feel sad for what you've lost, but that doesn't mean you can't be grateful for what is still there. The smoky mirror. The smoky mirror represents the aspects of what is implied yet cannot be immediately known in the world. The mystery of how things come together and how they fall apart without obvious casualty. This symbol also represents the shadow of the human psyche, the parts of the self that one disowns. The smoky mirror can also represent a state of denial or the inability or refusal to see the truth. When the symbol of the smoky mirror appears, you're invited to see beyond your own self. Acknowledge that, past the limits of your current ability to perceive, there is a vast interconnected world where events are orchestrated in divine order, but challenging to fully grasp. Now is the time to trust that no matter what the current conditions of your world reflect, the hidden realms, all aspects of human journey are celebrated. The beauty and the darkness, the misery and the courage. No matter where you are on your journey, know that some things are meant to be a mystery, which you are meant to understand only through experience. Take heart, for the smoky mirror will ultimately show you beauty and wonder once the fog lifts the distortion you see now. The medicine. Understanding the shadow of the human journey requires that you go deep into your story to discover the wound that prevents you from seeing the truth of your current situation. Your fears and expectations of disappointment and unworthiness may be clouding your capacity to see the potential in yourself and others. The smoky mirror may be showing you things you don't want as a result of your conditioning. These can become even more real, but only because you are making it so. The choice is yours. The world will hold you accountable for what you see and create. Can you see through the eyes of truth and faith instead? Well, Leo, that was a reading. I do hope it was helpful, and I do hope all is well with you and yours, your friends, your family, your loved ones. Remember, have a beautiful day, and I love you. Bye-bye.